Rachel Keene with Glam Face, and today we're going to be talking about eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is one of my very favorite things, and so we're going to be talking about some tips, some tricks, some hacks, all the things that you need to know. So first thing, I put my hair up. I started with a clean face, and then I just put on some primer and some foundation. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to dust a skin tone type of either eyeshadow or foundation over our eyes. That just kind of helps when the pigment gets onto your skin from your eyeshadow, that you're not going to be putting on pigment, really strong pigment in just one area. That just kind of, again, gives you a good foundation, a good starting point, and a blank canvas. So I've got my primer on. I have put in my stylus, just some more of my foundation, and I am the shade 3 of the Luminess Airbrush foundation. And just a real light dusting. The thing that a lot of people do is think that they have to cake their makeup on really, really thick, and that's just not the case. You want many light layers. Plus, you just build on itself, you know? Okay, so you have put on your primer, you've put on a shade either with foundation or eyeshadow that kind of matches your skin tone, you've set the foundation, and now you're ready to start putting on eyeshadow. I'm going to be using Luminess Air's Nude and Naughty palette. I love this palette. It has a ton of different colors. It's very affordable. It's only $13.99. And it gives me lots of options. I'm a big fan of changing things up and having a little adventure every single day. So this allows me to do that at a fraction of the cost. Some of these eyeshadows today are so expensive. So what you want to start with, or what I like to start with, is a transition color. This kind of helps me to be able to blend really, really well throughout the entire process. And it kind of is a good starting point so that you kind of build layer upon layer. It gives you a little bit more control, I feel like. There's a lot of different approaches. No approach is necessarily wrong. This is just the one that I find the easiest. So first thing you want to start off with is a large makeup brush, or a large eyeshadow brush, sorry. One thing to note is make sure you start with a clean eyeshadow brush. That's just going to help the pigment to be more exact, more precise, more what you're wanting it to be. Not only that, but clean makeup brushes really protect your eyes. If you think about all the things that you put on your hands and you touch your brush and all of these things, you don't really want to put that inside of your eyeball. That you can get diseases, you can get infections, all sorts of things, especially if you're sharing makeup brushes with somebody else, or if you are doing makeup for somebody else. You want to make sure that you have kind of a clean brush. I'll do a different video on how to clean your brushes very quickly. Something I have to do pretty much twice a day, and you know, it's just good practice. So we're gonna start with a transition color, like I said. For this, you wanna pick something that is kind of close to your skin tone. You know, not necessarily too light. So I am gonna go with this really, really pretty tan color right here. I have more of a olive kind of skin tone. My mom is Asian, and so I get that from her. And I'm just gonna put that all over the base. You can see it's a really pretty neutral color. One thing is you never want to hold your makeup or your mirror right here or look right here, because I mean, if you're looking down here at your makeup, right, then you could see just how much more eye you have to work with, how much more of your canvas that you have. So some people find that they can do it just fine. You see, this kind of gives you a good kind of starting point. I really like that. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to transition to a medium eyeshadow brush. Once again, clean eyeshadow brush would be preferable. And you're gonna go with a color that is just a little bit darker. It is a gradual thing, gradual. So I'm gonna go with this brown right here. And what you're gonna basically do is you're gonna work along your bone. Some people have, you know, different structures of faces. So mine's pretty pronounced. You can really kind of see where my bone is. But literally, if you just put your finger up there, you can feel where that bone is. Oops. And it's better to like work from the north down. That way you're not working up into this area. You'd like to try to keep your brow area as light as possible. So here you can see I've already kind of, because this eyeshadow is really awesome and it's awesomely pigmented, I'm already getting a little bit darker than what I would like. So I'm gonna go back and take my large makeup brush that probably still has some pigment on it, and I'm gonna just kind of like feather it to blend. I find that it's really much easier to blend if you're doing it while you're administering your makeup or while you're putting on your makeup. Administering sounds so clinical. I don't like that. So that's kind of a good start there. I don't know if you guys can hear my music in the background. I'm jamming out this morning. Again, kind of dark. I'm gonna go back over with my large. Something else that is kind of good to note, or like a good hack, is you wanna hold your makeup brush kind of right in the center or even at the end. If you hold your makeup brush like so, you're gonna have some really, really, really harsh lines and some really, really harsh areas of pigment. It's not gonna be a look that you're gonna want. So that's kind of good. I've kind of got a little bit more more pigment than I necessarily want, so I'm just gonna keep kind of feathering it. I like it. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to create kind of more of a shadow effect. I know that that is really in right now, so I am going to transition to my smaller makeup brush, or my smaller eyeshadow brush. I keep saying makeup, it's all makeup. And for this, we're gonna do a really, really fun kind of reddish color right there. It's like a pink red. It's almost like it comes out burgundy. It's gorgeous. I love it. And here you're really just wanting to put it in your crease, or like where the corner of your eye is. And you can see that that is just building on itself really, really nicely. Now, you don't see it here, but I keep shaking, you know, my brush kind of when I'm on the side here. That helps because if you have excess makeup on your brush and then you put it on your face, sometimes you get like those extras, that little like fall right here. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Okay, so now that I've kind of put on the color that I want and it's as dark as I want it to be, I'm going to lighten up the insides and above where my eyeshadow is, where my brow is, and then I'm gonna blend. So first I'm gonna use my small makeup brush that I dusted off. I'm gonna use a light pink color. I really like the shimmer. So one thing too is if you tap your makeup brush like so, that helps kind of the extra, I don't know if you can see that, come out, so that way it's not falling on your face when you put it on your eyes. That is so pretty. See how it's kind of like, it's harder if you've gotten your eye darker to be able to really blend it well. That's why I say always start with your transition color, because you can always go darker. You can't necessarily go lighter very easily. Okay, so for the top, I'm gonna use a very light neutral tone. I'm gonna use my small makeup brush for this one. And just put it underneath where my eyebrow is. I got some extra on there this time. And now I'm gonna go back to my medium brush, dust it off. And I'm gonna go into where my crease is and I'm gonna blend. And the way that I blend is just kind of doing some soft circular motions. I love that. And I'm gonna go back to my small makeup brush. And sometimes to make your eyes kind of pop, you can put some color here, like right in the middle of your eye, or where your eyes meet your nose. And for that, I like some really pretty, very light, shimmery kind of colors. I love that. Oh, I think it looks so good. Sorry, you guys are getting like a real up close and personal shot right now, right? We're gonna get to know each other a little better. And then I like to pull it kind of to the outsides. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows and my eyeliner and my mascara, and then I'm gonna show you my finished look. Hello, hello, hello. Well, all I did was add my eyeliner, a little bit of mascara, and my eyebrows using my airbrush system. Other than that, that is the look. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear what you thought. I would love to hear if you have any questions. If you have your own tips or tricks, I'd love to hear those too. I can always learn something new, and if something works for you, then who knows, it could work for somebody else. Stay tuned for the next episode. We are going to be talking about how to clean our makeup brushes. As you can tell, that's very important to me, and I want to make sure everybody's taking care of those beautiful, beautiful faces. Okay, well, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao!